Where are my lightweight, low density, long hair wig wearing sisters? I have got a new style from TressAllure to show you in their awesome, look fabulous, realistic, light fibers. And this is in one of the new colors that they recently launched on a few select styles with an EL in front of the color name. This is EL12/22/8. Look at the face framing blonde, you guys. I can't wait to tell you all about this one and this color. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. I'm partnering with TressAllure to bring you this video. They sent me Sizzle so I could check her out and share her with all of my wig sisters. This wig is going to make some of my wig sisters super happy. This is just an incredible long style that is so lightweight. TressAllure came out with these brand new fibers 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and at the time they were promoting them as the greatest innovation in wigs in 20 years. And the fibers are truly, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. Please forgive any coughing. I've been trying really hard not to cough. Lighter than pretty much any other wig on the market. Normally a wig this length would be really like heavy and thick, but these fibers are just so incredibly light. So if you are looking for long, luxurious, but you don't want a lot of hair, then Sizzle might be the wig for you. Let's take a look at her from all sides. Get on my tiptoes so you can see all of this length. Super long. But you can see it's a really natural density on the ends. It's not a super thick, heavy density, which just gives it such a realistic look and movement, which I absolutely love. This is the hair that I always dreamed of back when I started losing my hair in my 20s, and I could never really grow my hair very long. And when I did, it just looked really stringy. Oh, this would have been right up my alley and exactly what I was looking for back then. Another thing I really love about this style is the face framing layers. It definitely has that flattering cascade appearance in the front with these face framing layers. And you have to see this lace front. They did a phenomenal job with this lace front. It is so incredibly good. And it looks natural. Like you can see, it's not a heavy, thick line across. In the wig world, something like this would be referred to as pre-plucked, especially in the human hair wig world. So this, to me, everything about this wig is super natural. The density, the fibers feel incredible, just like human hair. The lace front is so good. Only thing I'm sad about, excuse me, my husband doesn't love me in long hair. For some reason, he likes me in shorter, kind of chin length and curly, but you know what? He's just gonna have to deal because this one is so great. One of the things I love about TressAllure, they've come out with some awesome styles. They've really revamped their line of wigs. So if you're familiar with TressAllure from 5-6 years ago, it's a completely different company now in the sense that they're coming out with these amazing caps. They've got extended lace fronts on their caps now, full mono tops on their, the wigs that have a mono top. They're just really doing a great job and super realistic. We've got ear tabs with soft material and bendable stays. We've got an extended nape and Velcro adjusters, and then the rest is open wefted. And I just want to say briefly, you may be seeing that I have more of a center part on mine. That's just how it came out of the box. But because this has a full mono top, you can actually part it anywhere you want within that monofilament. This is made with heat-friendly fibers, and changing the part on a synthetic, whether it's heat-friendly or regular synthetic, can be a little challenging because the hair can be stubborn, the knots can be stubborn, and you'll find you go to change the part and sometimes it won't stay. This one's actually doing pretty well with it. All you need to do is take a little bit of water and a little bit of heat to redirect those knots and those fibers. My favorite thing to use is a hot comb. They're not very expensive at all, and I use them all the time on heat-friendly wigs. A lot of heat-friendly wigs are face floppers. Like, they really hang in your face terribly. This one's actually not too bad, but I like to get a little lift in the front with a hot comb, to define the part with a hot comb. So I will link a video or two below to show you what I do, but really easy to remedy if you'd like to change the part from how it comes to you out of the box. And bangs. For my bang wearing sisters, you can absolutely cut bangs. Because it's got that face framing, there is a slight template built for you. I have a video showing how to take a thinning razor to cut bangs into a wig. You don't have to have any skill. You don't even have to have a steady hand to be able to use a thinning razor to do that. And this one actually has a little bit of a template, so it would be a little bit easier than a wig where all the hair is super long in the front. I mentioned light density in the beginning. This is actually listed as being medium density or moderate density. It's 5.6 ounces, which is not, in my opinion, from all the wigs I've tried over the past 6.5 years, isn't heavy for a wig of this length. I would consider, because of the length, this seems more like a light density to me. I think any lighter, and it would almost feel too light. The ends would be too sparse for the length. So I think this is a really nice density. It's not a heavy density. And can we just talk about the ponytail potential on this piece? Because of the length, I think you can wear this in a ponytail. I think you could put a braid in the back if you wanted to. Not really a French braid because it's not hand tied, but you could even do like a twist and put a clip in, and you can pull this down a little bit so you can't see the nape. And one of my favorite things to do with a super long wig is a twist with a claw clip and let the hair spill down. I have a video showing how I do that. That's actually probably how I would wear this one, because I'm absolutely gonna wear it. I love the color and I absolutely love this style. I forgot to say with the Permatease, I'm fading fast, you guys. There is no Permatease on this piece. It is very flat to the head. There's nothing to give any volume on the top. So if you like volume, this does not have volume. You're gonna feel like it's really flat if you are used to volume. Now you can certainly get lift in the front if you'd like with some heat, but it doesn't have the hair or the Permatease to really sustain any volume. That may be really good news for some of you. So if you struggle with wigs feeling like they're wigs because it feels like there's just too much up here, this doesn't have that at all. Let's talk about fit. TressAllure is a brand that I consider to run really true to average. I have an average petite head. All of my measurements are in the description box below, and TressAllure fits me a little bit big. I have a wig grip on. You saw I had a wig grip on when I took the wig off, and with a wig grip, I've got no issues. This wig isn't going anywhere. I can style this wig up. I'm not going to pull this off my head at all with a wig grip on. I really don't think I could wear this one comfortably without a wig grip because it does fit me big. I get a lot of extra cap, which isn't a real problem for me. I don't feel like I'm getting a cone head from the extra cap. It doesn't feel like it's bulky in there or anything like that. Because the caps are so flexible and kind of soft and supple, it's really comfortable. But if you have head measurements that are a fair amount bigger than me, TressAllure wigs might fit you. I wouldn't consider these average large, but they're absolutely true to average. You can find all of my measurements below and compare them to yours. I will put a link to this wig to a company that has a great return policy. So if you're unsure, you can I just always say buy from a company with a good return policy till you can get your feet under you and you can figure out what works. And that link that I will put below will give you 30% off. No code needed. So definitely check the description box for helpful tip videos and that link. EL12/22/8. Again, this is a new line of colors. I don't know how many of these EL colors, maybe I've seen 3 of them. I've not seen them in person. This is the first one, but I think I've seen 3 listed. And the big thing about the EL colors is the blonde in the front, the blonde face framing. I'm a sucker for money pieces because I could never do that with my own bio hair. And so I absolutely love, excuse me, the blonde in the front. Oh, let's see if we can make it before I really start coughing. This is a gorgeous, kind of a light golden brown with a root and golden blonde highlights. This is a very warm color. It is very warm. I would also say this kind of light golden brown almost gives me auburn vibes. Now, one of my favorite colors from TressAllure, or really of any wig on the market, is TressAllure's 17/23R8. So this is 12/22/8. So it has a similar root to that color, and I know many of you have seen me because I have Trend in that color and I wear Trend all the time, and I also have Beach Wave Magic in that color. So the rooting is real similar. I would say the biggest difference between that color and this one is we don't have the low lights in here that 17/23R8 has. It's a lot better blended. It definitely has sort of that auburn feel to it though. And then those money pieces. I mean, look at how blonde that is. It's really well blended though throughout, except for in the front. I mean, this is a show-stopping color. There's no doubt about it. If you don't want people asking you where you get your hair colored, you're a little worried to draw attention. I'm really sorry about the coughing, you guys. A little worried to draw attention to yourself. I don't know if this color is going to be right for you because it's absolutely a showstopper. But if you're not afraid of that and you'd like to do something a little different and you love yourself a really strong money piece, this is a gorgeous color. I really hope I can have a chance to see the other ones that they have in this EL line because it's great. I hope I did this review justice. I know I talked a lot and I raved a lot, but this wig deserves it. Let's get outside. Don't forget to check the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Here you are. So I will admit, I had to wait a few days to film this because it was way too windy. I mean, it was just ridiculously windy, not normal wind. And I have actually worn this 2 times since I filmed my review. It is so great. Wow. Perfect for updos. Just a great updo wig. And I love how the highlights look in an updo. Just trying to make sure you can see it. It's really hard when it's windy. It's great to be able to see the movement, but when you really want to see color, you don't want it moving around too much. I filmed a quick video for Instagram that I have not posted yet showing how it looks in an updo. I'll get it posted on all my socials, including YouTube, because I know some of you guys aren't on Instagram, but anyway, there you go. Just gorgeous. So beautiful. Love it. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.